Good day everyone, my name is Shola. So what we're doing today, we're writing basic C++ code. So if you're a complete beginner in programming, web development or coding, this class is actually for you. So we are going to be using dev C++ because dev C++ has all the basic compiler and libraries you need to run C++. So if you don't have dev C++ installed, you can actually do that. So the first code we're writing a C++ program that displays the message welcome to C++ programming. So now this dev C++. So to open a new page, you just want to press Ctrl N. Yes, the first thing you want to do, you want to say hash include your greater than and less than sign IOStream.
Soft like the sunrise glow.
Okay, all this, let's just say this is actually the structure of C++. Yeah, the structure of C++. We are actually calling out the basic libraries, like let's just say like to enable C out and C in. Let's just see this as the basics structure, the basic structure of C++. So what we want to do next, we'll say C out, then your less than sign double times, then your quotation mark, we can see welcome. Then what you always do, you end your every line with semicolon. Then the last thing you want to do is return 0. Then you can actually come here to say compile and run, or you press F11, or you just save it. Saving it, you press Ctrl S, or you come here to save. You can save it using let's say welcome. Ctrl S, that's save. Then saving, then we'll say run, or you can click compile and run. Let's say compile and run. You can see now, welcome to C++ programming. We are done with that. So the next program we want to write a program that accepts two integer from the user and display their sum, difference and product. So we'll just open another page, Ctrl N, hash include your IOStream. Main, yes, this. Then what we want to do next, say write a program that accepts two integer. So it means we are going to declare the two integer that we are going to be using. We are going to declare it. We are going to use variable type int. We just say int num1 comma num2. Int is the variable type, num is the variable, we are saving it inside. So the next thing we want to do, we want to say C out. I want to tell the user to enter. So we can say enter the first number. Then C in, we want to receive the number the user will be entering. So when you say C in, you are receiving. Then your greater than sign, then you are just going to say num1, then you close semicolon, you close it, you say C out, enter the second number. See, this isn't actually necessary, I'm just putting it. Okay, then you close it, you see C in num2, you close. Then the next thing, now you want to start writing your function. We're gonna say C out, the first one is the sum. You can say the sum is, then sum is addition. We are going to say num1 plus num2. We've added it, then we'll say NL. NL is actually break, line break, move to the next line. So the next we want to calculate is our quotation mark, we'll say the difference. The difference is num1 minus num2. Put our line break, close. Then the last one is let's see, the sum, sorry, the product, that's multiplication. So the product is num1 multiplied by num2. Your line break NL, then always remember to put your return 0. Then we'll save it. Let's just say compile and run now. Compile and run, we'll save on desktop. I just say operations. Okay, there's error somewhere. Okay, we forgot to close it here. So enter the first number, so we can enter any number. 45. Another number, let's say 32. Yes, the sum is 77, the difference is 13, the product is blah blah blah. So our question say enter two integers, so that's why we use int here. So if it was just any number, or enter any number, and there was let's say they say we should do division, that's why we can now use float or double because of the decimal point. The int variable type is actually used for whole number. It does not accept decimal, so just put that at the back of your mind. So the next program I want to write a simple program that check whether a given number is positive, negative, or 0 using if statement. So we are going into if statement now. So Control N, we'll say hash include, and your bracket I will stream. Dreams in the syntax, they intertwine. STD. Building ideas, one step at a time. Okay, so now let's say int num. You can actually, let's say you can actually store a number here, then you will check, or you can actually leave it like this. Then you actually ask the user to enter any number. So let's just use it like this. We should ask the user to enter any number, then whatever number the user enters, we are going to check if the number is positive, 0, or negative, instead of storing the number, because if we store the number, we already know that the number is positive or negative. So now the next thing we want to say cout. We'll tell the user enter any number. So I think since we are telling the user to enter any number, now the user can want to enter maybe a decimal number or a let's say a whole number. So we don't know which number the user wants to enter, so we should just use float. We should use float because the number might be positive, negative, decimal, and all of that. So we should just use float for that. Float is actually used for decimal numbers. So now in want to receive it, then we'll say num. So we'll close. Now we want to start our operation, that's if. Now, so the simple syntax of if, when you write your if, the next thing you open bracket, you write your condition. So the first condition you want to write now, we'll see if the number is positive. So any number the user input, if it's greater than 0, any number that is greater than 0 is a positive number. So the if syntax is actually you write your if, then you write your condition, then after the condition, then you now write your statement. So if any number the user enter, if it meets that condition, what will be the statement that will display? So what will be the statement that will display if the number meets this condition? So the statement is going to be the number is positive. or we can better still see we can do something like this. So it's going to display the number. You can see num is positive. Then we'll close it. Then if it does not meet this condition, we'll now say else if. So if the number is not positive, we'll write our condition again. So if the number is less than 0, open our curly bracket, say C out, say num, that's whatever number the user enter. We'll say the number, you can say num. Okay, we'll just say, no need to save the number again, because whatever the user enter, we should imagine if the user enter 5, what is going to display is 5 is negative, is positive. So if it's -5, it's going to say -5 is negative. So we should just do it like this. Then the next thing, then the last statement is else. Any number that is not positive, so the last statement, any number that is not positive and it is not negative is probably 0. So if it does not meet this condition, if the number is not greater than 0 and if the number is not less than 0, so it is actually 0, we can now say num is 0. It's num is 0. Then don't forget your return. And sometimes if you don't put your return, it's still going to run. But just to keep it, and we're just going to say compile and run. We'll name it if statement. Okay, I forgot to put semicolon. So enter any number. So let's try, let's say 5. 55. Then we'll click enter. 55 is positive. So let's try a negative number. Let's say -4. -4 is negative, so it's actually correct. Our program is correct. So let's try 0. 0 is 0. So the number is 0. So actually our program is correct. So the next program we want to write a C++ program that prints number from 1 to 10, but skip the number of 5 using loop. So we are going into loop statement. We're going to loop statement now. So the next thing, just press Ctrl N, #include So now the loop statement is usually starting, you start with the 4, then your condition. Now this is where increment comes in. Now you say int, you declare your variable int I. We usually use I sharp. You can use anything, you can use any letter. It's I is equals to 1. I want to start from 1. Put your semicolon. So the next thing you want to do now, our equation say we should write from 1 to 10. So we'll say I, which is 1, from 1 to 10. We'll say I should be less than or equals to 10. So the limit is 10. It should not be more than 10. It should not be more than 10. It should be less than or equals to 10. It should not be more than 10. So then we'll now say I increment. So I is going to increase until it is equals to 10. That's when it's going to stop increasing. So the next thing we want to do now, we want to skip 5. It's not going to display 5. Then we'll just say I so this actually means if I is equals to 5, then we'll now say continue. so you should skip it. That's what it actually means when I is equals to 5, because from our question we should skip 5. So we are going to say if I equals to 5, so what will happen? You should just continue the number. You should not display you should not display 5. This is what actually it means. Then see out, this what will actually make it run. I is going to start from I and I is actually 1, so we're going to start to print from 1. Then we're going to say return. We'll say return 0. Then I think we are done. Compile and run. Then we are going to say loop. This is loop. There's something wrong here. Okay, there's not supposed to be space here, so that's a mistake. And we have it 1 to 5, it skip, sorry, 1 to 10, and it skip 5. So we are done with that. So then the last program we are going to be writing, that's one. Write a C++ program that uses a switch statement to display. Okay, it's not complete here. Let me just bring it out from the main source. Okay, see it here. Write a C++ program to display the name of the days based on a number entered by the user. So we are going to be using switch statement. So Control N, include.
Pressure shoulder, soft like the sunrise glow.
Then the first thing we want to do, we'll say int day, because we'll tell the user to enter any day of the week. So see out, we'll say enter any number from 1 to 7. Okay, let's just say enter any number from 1 to 7. So any number the user enter, so we're going to display the days of the week. So we'll say int, we are receiving it now, int day, semicolon. Next thing we are going to say switch, then open bracket day. This is how the switch statement works. You just to say switch, then you open brackets, the main. Okay, this one is not supposed to be there. You're just going to display the main, declare the main thing, then you will be given the condition. So we're going to be using case 1. That's if the user enter let's see, if the user enter 1, what's going to happen? It's going to say Monday. Then a semicolon. Then the last thing you want to do is break. This is actually line break. Let's say break, then semicolon. So the next thing now, we'll say case 2 when the user enter 2. So instead of repeating it, I think we should just do copy and paste and edit, so that will not waste time. So now, what about if the user enter any number that is outside let's say you entered 8, it's not from the range of 1 to 7. So what's going to happen? We are going to say default, that if you enter anything that is not in our case, that is not in our condition, we'll say default see out. We just say, you can see the number entered is invalid, or we just say invalid number. I'm just gonna give us a column and say we're gonna say break, and then let's say return 0, and let's run and see. Compile and run. I'm just gonna say switch and say enter. Okay, the C out is supposed to be small letter, not capital letter. Okay, let's enter 6 Saturday. Let's enter 1 Monday. Yes, so these are basic C++ programs for beginners. If you can see, I intentionally made some mistakes just to let you know that little mistake, any mistake is not going to run. Little mistake, so you make sure you are attentive to what you are writing. So do it to subscribe and follow me for more. Thank you, and remember,
precious show.